It takes some high-tech skills to build molding parts like this. We'll take you to a business in Baraboo who says they're having a hard time finding people who can.
The skills gap causing a conundrum for manufacturers in our area. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson.
And I'm Eric Franke. The governor has made addressing that issue a priority in his next budget. So political reporter Jess Garp went to find out exactly what can be done to help. Jess.
Well, the governor has put his focus on tech schools, saying they need to turn out more graduates in needed areas to get more funding. But we found manufacturers saying the problem goes deeper and the solution is not found in tech schools alone. The precision of slicing steel into service.
That will be what it should look like finished.
Is what drew Jamie Hahn into tool and die making.
When this block came in, it was a square block. So that's raw material, and it turns into something that's useful, and it's used for years.
But even after 15 years of work making molds for plastic products at Flambeau and Baraboo, he has the least seniority among his peers.
I think it's more people aren't interested in it, doing something mechanical.
The CEO of the company who owns Flambeau, Jason Sowie, says the solution to finding workers to fill their tool and mold making positions isn't simple.
I think that there's some very good technical programs. I think there's some very good schools who provide a good education and some good training. I don't think there's enough young people going into it.
He says the emphasis on four-year degrees, as well as the shift of some of these technical jobs to Asian markets, means a new generation isn't encouraged into advanced manufacturing jobs.
We're trying to find ways to address it internally, but it would absolutely be very helpful if we had high schools starting up industrial arts programs, if we had a more directed training and education of a wider availability, and then, of course, if we were advising our young people to consider careers like this.
Hahn thinks if more could actually experience what he does every day firsthand, they might consider it as a career.
Are you good with your hands? And then if you can take that with your hands and put it into working with CNCs or something else, then you'll be fine.
Sowie says there's at least a dozen positions they'd like to fill at Flambeau if they could find skilled workers, although Hahn mentioned it can be hard to find those who want to work a second or third shift doing what he does every day.
So do they think more tech school accountability? They think that's an answer here?
Well, not on its own. Sowie says he agrees that tech schools do produce the workers that they're looking for, but his bigger concern is that they're not finding people who want to do the job in the first place and go to the tech school for that degree. He says they've even started the University of Flambeau to try to train workers who do something else within the company to do these jobs to get more of the workers they need.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Thanks, Jess.